Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Revealing the Narc, and on this channel we dive deep into the intriguing world of narcissism. I'll often use public figures as examples to illustrate how these behaviors can manifest in real life. If this sounds interesting to you, please like and subscribe. And I should mention, everything I say in this video is my opinion and it's all allegedly. I'd also like to clarify that I am not a therapist and the content shared on this channel is not intended as professional advice. So let's get into this video. I want to talk about this article that was released today. The title is Exclusive: Meghan Markle Feeling the Strain After More Time Apart from Prince Harry. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have not been seen together in public for over a month as 40-year-old Harry has traveled across 3 continents without his wife by his side and children, allegedly. How come no mention of the children? I think the last time they were seen together was Tyler Perry's party, so that was September 14? I don't remember an event that they were seen after that. If you remember, please drop it in the comments. I also want to say something that's going to sound really weird, but it's the honest truth. A lot of the Sussex squad come and they accuse me of being obsessed. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, I am obsessed. I am obsessed with using her body language to teach myself how to see it in others and to also reminisce about experiences I've had. And the last few days there have been articles coming out and rumblings on X that the two of them are going to get divorced, and I really don't want that to happen because their interactions are just very easy to analyze. Like, I don't know. I really hope they're not getting divorced. And I realize that that's a selfish thing to say. I'll also say at the same time that if I don't want them to get divorced, I also really hope that they're in love. Okay, like I don't want them to be in a horrible relationship. Even though from where I'm looking, it does look horrible. Anyways, I went on a tangent. Let's continue with this article. After Meghan Markle made a triumphant return to the red carpet and Prince Harry successfully charmed the crowns at various solo events around the world, a source claims the Duchess is feeling the pressure of their new dynamic. The couple hasn't been seen together in public for over a month as 40-year-old Harry has traveled across 3 continents without his wife of 6 years or their 2 children by his side. Okay, number 1, that was not a triumphant return to the red carpet. Okay, there's a lot of controversy there. The dress looked horrible. She had really weird body language with her friend. There's allegations going around that she didn't actually make it into the gala. She just came to walk the red carpet. So I would not call that, even whether or not it's true that she made it in, the fact that there are rumblings that she didn't go in, those are signs that this was not a triumphant return. And also, let's take a step back and think about what was happening the last time we saw Harry and Meghan together. It was right before Harry's 40th birthday. The Saturday before, they had gone to that tennis match where Harry seemed like he was being ignored. That event was in LA. Then they drove to Santa Barbara, which is, I would say, it's a solid 2-hour drive, especially on a Saturday. They got home, changed, and went to a party where paid paparazzi, of course, snapped photos of them. And then the following day was when the royal family social media accounts posted happy birthday to Harry. And Meghan, we know, already feels left out because the picture they use is of Harry alone. And that event that Harry is pictured is one where Meghan was present also. So I can just imagine the arguments happening at home are, well, I was at that event too. Why didn't they post a picture of the both of us? There's this very, narcissists allegedly are very insecure, and not being included in the picture would flare up her insecurity. So I think when Harry left, he didn't leave with them being in the strongest position. I think it was around that time also that the Hollywood Reporter article came out where it described Meghan as being a dictator in heels. So I would imagine that Meghan's mental health right now is not the best. The article continues, with rumors of them living almost separate lives continuing to swirl. The source told OK that the pressure is starting to affect Meghan, 43. She has really felt the strain in recent weeks, and with all the speculation surrounding her and Harry and their marriage, they claimed. They haven't done themselves any favors by doing so many separate events, but this is what they have decided to do as it works best for them at the moment as a couple, and they both feel they can shine at events that are close to their hearts. This is really odd because a lot of their history is talking about how similar their causes are. And it's not like Harry is going to one event and Meghan is going to another. No, they are located physically like thousands of miles apart. This is out of character for their relationship. This is something that is not normal. This is occurring at a time when Meghan, I would assume, is in a very, very agitated, angry, maybe depressive, and this is all allegedly, state based on the things that have happened over the last month. One more thing, this statement about they feel they can shine at events that they feel are close to their heart. Why do they need to shine? Those events are meant to shine the light on other people. This is how royalty works. I mean, Meghan is outside of the royal family right now. I get it. But the goal of these humanitarians, the ideal would be that you shine a light on others and on others' works. You highlight their works. You don't highlight yourself. You take a back seat to it. But when you're a narcissist and you derive fuel from this admiration of people, then it does become about shining at events where you're actually supposed to be a humanitarian, right? The article continues. They continued, but it does upset her that while Harry was getting praised for all of his appearances, she is getting criticized for what she says, what she wears, etc. And it brings back hurtful memories of when she was a royal. Well, they had to do that, didn't they? This had to turn around, and Meghan takes on this victim role. And I also want to mention, Harry's gotten bad press. Harry went to the Clinton Global Initiative and they started calling him Shirley. Like, come on. Harry is not doing the best either. And Meghan, Meghan's events, dude, listen to what the critics are telling you and don't do those things. You're getting criticized for the same things. You're going and you're hanging out with children, but you're making their families sign NDAs. It's just fake interactions, fake humanitarian work, fake volunteer work. It's inauthentic. Go do authentic work and people won't be talking about you. It's that easy. You don't need to rebrand yourself. You need to listen when people are giving you criticism. Because even if criticism, maybe the person might be saying it from a bad place, there could be some truth in it. And it helps to listen to it. And I get it, when you have a fragile ego, that kind of stuff can really break you. However, if you continue doing the same thing over and over again, you are going to consistently hear that same criticism over and over again. So you're in a cycle. And if you want to step out of the cycle, find out what people are saying about you, find out what you're being criticized about, and work on that. Meghan's glamorous walk onto the red carpet at a Los Angeles Children's Hospital gala last month, dressed in a fiery red low-cut gown with her tousled hair hanging loose, appeared to send a very clear message. The Hollywood star was back. Meghan recently made a chic appearance in white trousers and a blue shirt to celebrate International Day of the Girl at Girl Inc. in Greater Santa Barbara, where they launched a new program, Social Media U, funded by Meghan and Harry's Archwell Foundation. So this is the foundation that has millions of dollars missing right now also. And let's be real. Meghan's red carpet look, like, she could have done a lot better. That wasn't a low cut. I wouldn't call that low cut. That was like, I mean, I don't know. That was so deep. I don't know what kind of cut you could call that. I was jokingly thinking, like, if it's true that Harry and Meghan will file for divorce, what do you think the revenge dress is going to look like? Something to think about. I don't know. Maybe we should start a poll. That would be really, really funny. The program aims to help teenage girls build a positive relationship with technology and address issues like body image and mental health. However, Meghan found herself at the heart of controversy again when one of the charity's founders told an American magazine that she talked about being one of the most bullied people in the world. Yes, exactly. We know her aim is to silence criticism. And actually, this goes full circle. The criticism is there to help her with her image. If she listens to the criticism, she can get away from so much of it being on her. But she doesn't want to listen to the criticism. She wants to continue to do as she's doing, and she wants to silence everyone that are criticizing her. And I guess, like, saying criticism might be too strong of a word, but there are things that she's taking steps that are wrong, in my opinion. And their goal, hers and Harry's, are to silence us simply because they don't like what we're saying. And that's not cool, that's not fair, that's not what this country was founded on. Okay, now back to that other part about her telling these children, I think they were maybe 5 or 6 years old, about how she was one of the most bullied people in the world. Why, Meghan? Why are you talking about this with children during this event? Why are you making this event about you? This is exactly that statement from earlier in the article where they will attend events that make them shine. This is what she's doing. She attended that event trying to shine using this bullying or being the most bullied person on the internet as the thing that would make her shine. It's transparent. This statement reignited discussions about bullying, leading to a source telling the New York Post that Meghan never claimed to be the most bullied person, but discussed her online bullying experiences. Our source said the latest events have left her feeling victimized even more. It doesn't matter if she said she was the most bullied person or not. The fact that she brought her story into this event, that's the issue. She felt very bullied and scrutinized back when she was a working royal, and she feels the bullying is returning, they revealed. She wants people to remember how tough she has had it and is trying to get the public back on side. And it's hard to hear the constant speculation about her marriage and her and Harry living separate lives, because as much as she tries to ignore it, sometimes it gets the better of her. I thought she doesn't read anything. How does she know all this? She doesn't go on social media. She has no idea about all of this. That's a protective measure that she's taken. So maybe that's the method she should take. If reading about these things are that harmful to her, then maybe don't read them, especially if what she's saying that they're untrue. So why do you want to read things that you believe are untrue? Don't read them. And then you won't feel stressed out and anxious or in a negative place. The article continues, Prince Harry and Meghan have reportedly made a significant move that edges them closer to the UK, snapping up a luxury property in Portugal. The coastal town is also a chosen spot for Princess Eugenie and Hollywood icon George Clooney. In my opinion, I don't think they actually bought this property. I think this is them trying to give free publicity and getting a kickback for giving this resort free publicity. According to a source, the couple's new home, which allegedly set them back over £6 million, has stirred local discontent due to the privatization of previously public beaches. The purchase is seen as a potential compromise for the Duke and Duchess and might serve as an olive branch to King Charles. I don't think that's the case. You want an olive branch? Go to his home country. He has multiple homes to offer you. And it's surprising that this £6 million is very similar to the dollar amount of his inheritance from his great-grandmother. But to be honest, I don't think they purchased anything there. The public being upset about the privatization, that's not due to Meghan and Harry. That's due to whoever decided to build the place. So I honestly don't think they purchased anything there. This is an ad, in my opinion. It gives them an escape outside of America and means they can safely holiday in Europe in the sunshine, the insider revealed. When they're there, Harry can easily go to England if he feels the need to, and it also gives friends and some members of the family the opportunity to visit them, as it's only a short flight. The invitation for Charles to come and see his grandchildren is there, and now it will be up to them whether they take it up. It's curious to me that now I can't act, but that was like a deep cough. It seems funny now how now they need an escape outside of America. I know, guys, that was my acting is almost as bad as Meghan Markle's, allegedly. Also, that was play acting. I can do way better than that. Anyways, this whole thing reads really weird to me about Harry wanting to be close, like potentially fly over there when he needs to. It sounds awkward. Despite their strained relationship with the UK media, which Harry once branded as the devil, the American press had been more favorable until a recent shift. A piece in The Hollywood Reporter highlighted a series of high-profile departures from the Sussexes team, including their chief of staff and global press secretary. The article stirred controversy with claims that Meghan had noisy tantrums and fired off irate emails at 5 a.m. Mind you, she was accused of doing that while she worked at the palace. So, what is that saying? A leopard doesn't change its spots. The article continues that people painted her as someone staff were terrified of and dubbing her Duchess difficult. Defending the piece amidst backlash from Meghan's supporters, the magazine's editor stated that the reporter talked to roughly a dozen individuals who worked very closely with the couple in various capacities. So now in America, there are bullying allegations for people that work for them. When they were part of the royal family, there were bullying allegations against Meghan. When Meghan was in Toronto filming the Reitman's ad, she did it for 2 years. Both years, there were bullying allegations that have come out. These are all documented. So it doesn't matter which country she's located in. It doesn't matter which profession she's in. She is a bully because it has come out in these three very different circumstances. Despite allegations of bullying and being a difficult manager, Meghan has always refuted such accusations. She once argued on her Archetypes podcast, "You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear. It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult. It makes you clear." Sources suggest that now, as a mother to Prince Archie, aged 5, and Princess Lilibet, 3, Meghan is even more dedicated to shielding herself and Harry from negativity, potentially resulting in spending more time physically apart to concentrate on their separate projects. That does not make sense. So she's going to concentrate and become even more dedicated to shielding herself and Harry from negativity by encouraging them doing these separate events. That's something I need to think about. Why would that be said? Is the implication there that when they work together, there's negativity? That's what I'm getting. What do you all think? Please drop it in the comments. Okay, now going back to what she said here. You're allowed to set a boundary. You're allowed to be clear. It does not make you demanding. It does not make you difficult. Okay, yes, those are true statements. And what I'm going to tell you now is something that my dad, who was a very wise man, this is something that he taught me. He told me when you're meeting someone, there are 3 ways to tell them to take a seat. You could say, "Please, have a seat." You could say, "Sit down." and you could say, get your in the seat. Your end game is that you want this person to sit in the chair. So why not do it the nicest way possible, right? So yes, you can set clear boundaries, but how did you set them? What was your tone of voice when you set them? What were the words you used when you said them? What did your face look like, Meghan? Because you have tons of mask slips. It's not about the action of setting boundaries. It's about how you approach people and treat them with respect. She is very strong, both by herself and with Harry, and she refuses to be beaten, as she wants to make sure the children aren't affected by anything that goes on outside the home. The happiness of Archie and Lily will always be her number one priority, and she will always put them first, which is why she doesn't always go away with Harry, as she hates leaving them for long periods of time. Okay, this whole thing is manipulation and gaslighting, and we're going to break it down right now. First part, she refuses to be beaten. This is victim mentality. This is the world is beating up on me. This is I am not accountable for what has been going on. These are things that are happening. Big bad people are doing bad things to me. And then she turns it into, I want to make sure the children aren't affected. So now, not only a victim, but a martyr. I don't want my children to be affected by this, by what goes on outside of the home. And then she says, the happiness of Archie and Lily will always be her number one priority, and she'll always put them first, which is why she doesn't go away with Harry, as she hates leaving them. That's a lie, Meghan. That's a lie. A couple of weeks ago, you were in Colombia. Before that, you were in Nigeria. How many Mother's Days have you missed with your children, Meghan? How many Father's Days has Harry missed? How many birthdays did you guys not attend? We see right through you. Right now, Harry... Okay, here we go. This is going to be my thought. Right now, Harry doesn't want to do events with you. So all of a sudden now, you don't want to leave your kids. You left them a month ago consistently. So we see right through this. It's completely transparent. And yeah, I wonder how you all feel about this. Do you all see it too? If you have any evidence that backs up what I have said in this video, please drop it in the comments. And if this was interesting to you, please like and subscribe. I did not imagine that this video would go so long, but sometimes I get long-winded about certain topics, and well, here we are. So thank you for listening, and I will talk to you all soon. Goodbye.